Hey everyone, I'm Brad. Welcome to the third and final video in the Asus ROG Build-Off. We just completed our build. This is in the Asus ROG Strix Helios case. It's actually my first time building in this case, so I was really impressed with some of the stuff that Asus did. I think this is one of the first two cases they've designed from the ground up. It's got some really good cable management. They have this really cool like tinted plastic piece back here that kind of somewhat hides the cables, but even without that, they've got good Velcro straps, good tie down points. Normally when we're building a case, I use 10, 20 zip ties. In this build, I used 2. I brought all these zip ties. I didn't even use them. Everything else was taken care of by the case with either Velcro straps or just sort of smart routing of all the cables. It's got a removable power supply shroud. That helped a lot with routing some of the power supply cables, getting some of the motherboard I/O plugged in. It's got this cable management bar here in the middle. You can move that around. So depending on how big your motherboard is, where that 24 pin is coming out of, you can reposition that, make it look good. Another thing I actually really liked about this, up at the top here, you have these cloth straps. When we first saw it, we thought it was a little bit silly, kind of made fun of it. But actually during the build process, you know, I got to pick up the case, move it, turn it a whole bunch of times. They're actually really nice for picking up the case and moving it. It's a lot more comfortable, a lot easier on your hands than the built-in handles or grip points that you find on most other cases. So in the end, we ended up appreciating them a lot. The power supply shroud, of course, if you have Asus's Thor power supply with this display on it, you can see there's actually a little window right there. You can see that display right from the outside. Of course, like I said, this case is huge. There's tons of space to fit everything. You know, we only went with a 240mm cooler. You could easily fit a 360. You could fit 2 360s. So there's a ton of space for hardware, you know, upgrades and just to build a really high-end system in here. Airflow is super good. There's almost an inch of space between the front glass and the front fans. In the setup we have right now, we have 6 fans, so plenty of airflow. Keep all the components really cool. Another like just little small things, like all the little ROG styling elements that they put on really kind of like, you know, they really bring the case to life, kind of give it a personality. Aesthetically, all the materials, you know, there's been this common theme of this sort of dark metallic. There's like brushed metal and chrome, and you know, the case matches everything else that we've used here, whether it's the motherboard, the cooler, the RAM, you know, everything has a really consistent look and feel to it, which I think looks really nice. You know, definitely really a head turner. This is gonna catch people's attention for sure. Now that we're done with this system, we're gonna ship it off to Asus. They're gonna take care of it for us, kind of show it off, bring it around to different shows. Again, we wanna thank Asus for providing most of the components for this build. And if you wanna see more about this build and others like it, make sure to check out the ROG Ultimate Build-Off. You can also enter to win kind of cool prizes. I think they're giving away like mice and keyboards and things from Asus. So make sure to check that out. And if you're looking for a system like this, sorry, this one's not for sale. It's going up to Asus, but go ahead and check out iBUYPOWER.com. We got a bunch of cool systems just like this one using high quality components from Asus and Intel. You can customize it however you want. Anyways, I'm Brad from the iBUYPOWER product team, and I'll see you guys next time.